The new BMW S1000R did not need a steep learning curve to make its mark. A naked bike without fairings and with 160 horsepower for a very fair 12,800 euros in Germany. It's raining here in Mallorca. Not exactly dream conditions for putting this high-tech speedster through its paces. But the poor weather does have one positive at least. This new naked bike is called the BMW S1000R. It makes the dash to 100 faster than a 911 Turbo in 3.1 seconds. Journalist Ralf Schütze is looking forward to handling this beast, although there are electronic assists on board to tame it. Conveniently, the bike also comes with a special rain mode. Time for ignition. And take off. The rain mode reins in the throttle response, while the ABS and automatic stability control engage relatively early, so as to prevent wheel spin and potential slip. Our guest reviewer likes the raw power and appearance of the new S1000R. He's wary of maxing out the 160 horsepower available on the slippery streets of Mallorca today, though. You still have 136 horsepower in rain mode, however, more than enough. Plus, it's a totally safe ride. The brakes feel like casting anchors, but the racing ABS is spot on. So, on the one hand, it's a thoroughbred, but one that's also good for a more laid-back trot. For Ralf, a convincing combination. Raw, racy, and raring to go. The design speaks volumes. You can see why BMW has labeled its new street fighter a Dynamic Roadster. The imposing sound of the 1-liter 4-cylinder engine is channeled through an almost delicate-looking exhaust. Up front, there are asymmetric headlamps, a nod to the bike's competitive predecessor, the S1000RR. The R, boasting 193 horsepower, has been dominating the superbikes racing class in recent years. BMW's motorbike design chief reveals that when they made the fully faired bike, they had also thought at the back of their minds they had to make a naked bike. So they designed the engine to look really nice. We became acclimatized to the slippery Mallorca tarmac and reveled in the sound of the R. We kept on turning up the gas, safe in the knowledge that the bike would control its own speed. Typical for a naked bike, the wide handlebars allow you to sit more comfortably than on the sports version. The same applies to your knees. Comfort and power, a thrilling combination. And the way it eases through the rainy conditions make this bike a very good buy. If Ralf is forced to find a drawback, it could be the large number of identical parts. The rear looks almost the same as the RR superbike. Then again, for a relatively cheap 12,800 euros, you get a Dynamic Roadster with an awesome 160 horsepower. So all things considered, he has no problem with the shared platform concept. BMW will be banking on its latest two-wheel dream machine to conquer all when it's unleashed on the streets in the spring.